he always told himself in a match, like, I gotta be as patient as Crit. That's how he gets, like, that's how he's so good. That's how he gets crucial kills. And I know Crit thought extremely highly of Jerix as well. So it's kind of cool that that they're now on the same team. If Jerix can adapt well to playing 5, then this could be like an incredible support 2 of all time kind of thing. And I'm sure he can. I don't know if he's there yet. I wouldn't be surprised to see if Jerix struggles a little bit as 5 right now, but it's concerning he was traditionally a support player. It's probably going to be okay. It just depends how much he's played Dota in the last 6 months.
From what I heard, they haven't seen a whole lot of matches coming out from just yet on the Pro Tracker. But again, this is a guy who's very, very talented. And sometimes you don't need to have that grind sort of mindset. Sometimes it just comes fairly naturally. But.
Yeah, and when you win TI twice and you're definitely seen as one of the best players on the team, then it's pretty safe to say that we have faith that he's going to be able to pull it together. As long as he's having fun on the squad, I don't think it's going to be any issue.
Well, this should be a very fun match for everyone involved. So we shall see.
Oh my god, Arkosh is going to get 3 bounty runes. They're winning. Remember this moment, guys. Arkosh officially winning the game.
Look at that. Look at that lead.
Terrible. Oh. They have no chance to come back from this. How will they ever? I mean, they could get 1 last hit, 2 last hits maybe, but how are they ever going to come back from this deficit, Moxie?
I don't know. They're going to have to come and figure out some sort of banishment circle, perhaps. Try to take one of their players out outside of the game, because it's looking scary for them in this game.
An interesting link there. Gets 9 damage, but he does lose 500 HP. Sometimes demons have a different sense of the world than the rest of us, but it was a good attempt here.
Fun fact, did you know that Forsaken Oracle actually was murdered because of the fact that he was the village oracle originally, and he just kept getting everything wrong, so they murdered him.
Wow.
Yep.
That's quite the background story.
That is indeed.
So he was a human, and now he's a demon?
No, he wasn't a human. He was like a panda bear.
Oh. I didn't do enough lore research. I'm sorry. I thought
you never do any lore research.
I don't.
Purge.
It's not my.
And then
thing,
you try to turn it back. Oh, that was a miss CS over in the mid lane.
It's okay. It happens. They happen sometimes. He's 1 and 2 right now. So is Abed though. So you could say that a Forsaken Oracle is currently crushing Abed. Even is losing. Everyone knows this. Back in the off lane, you got a Nature's Prophet 3. Crow's playing Pangolier. That should work out well. Some of these, I believe some of these are the content team. That one's not. That's RTZ. We know that face. Oh, big disable on the bot lane here. They're doing a great job pressuring Pale Horse, but he jumps to the right very effectively. Now going for some harass, but Crit going to keep them at a distance with the nice little nukers here.
I am disappointed that Monkey is not an actual monkey.
Yeah, I was really hoping for that. I mean, I believe I think the monkey is afraid of cameras. They sometimes flash,
so it's a human puppet.
They might have the content team standing in on video. It's difficult to tell sometimes. I think they switch the cameras back and forth.
Or is the monkey in a human suit? Or demon suit?
Oh, I hope not.
Maybe monkey in a demon suit. That sounds pretty cool.
Messy to me.
It probably is. It's a monkey. Top lane, though. Jerix getting just clipped away here by Crow. And he goes, turns around. He's still alive, still kicking.
It's got a mango.
Crow wants this so bad, but look at him. Not going to get it.
He could have maybe tried for it, but it could have cost him a lot of mana that would have been better used to, for sure, solidify his regular lane. So just one of those things that you're just not going to be able to get those kills sometimes. Abed being pressured pretty heavily in the mid lane. Lower HP, but he's got lots of quas, so he'll regen up here. The Oracle, we're going to see a pause come out of the Arkosh side. They are winning, by the way. If you take a look at the top of the screen, that less than 1k gold advantage. It might not seem like much, but at the start of the game, when everybody only has about, let's check their net worths really quick. This is really important. When everyone's got less than 1,500 gold, I mean, 500 gold can be a lot.
It really can, It's all part of the plan. I wonder how many sacrifices they did today. I'm assuming they had to do quite a few.
It's going to take a lot to beat EG, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many.
They're doing fine. I mean, they almost got first blood. That's pretty cool. It's a great duel lane. The Nature's Prophet with the Blightstone plus the Pangolier on top of that. Together, combined, they basically have an Orb of Corrosion. One has an Orb of Venom, one has the Blightstone.
Some efficiency right there when it's built in like that, Not wasting any of that gold on anything that is unnecessary.
Oh, kind of an interesting build on Gremolo this game. He opted for 1 point of Phantom's Embrace with his level 2. That's going to make it a little easier to get kills, especially if they combo together. Because this skill actually does a huge amount of damage. The Ren damage alone is 120. So if you combo this with a stun on an ally, if you can Ren this like twice, it's bonkers damage for 1 point. His cam is frozen. Oh no.
Oh dear.
That was Gremlo officially asking for a remake here. He said he misskilled. Uh-oh.
Actually, he wrote meek skill.
That's true.
But yeah, that's about what it is.
You know, there were actually times where people would do that. I remember that in Dota 1. It would like literally happen where somebody would skill the wrong thing and they'd ask for a remake. I think I've cast at least one game like that.
Oh god.
Where it was like there was still a little bit of friendliness where it was kind of like, oh, you know, that happens. Haha, that sucks. But these days, there's no way.
No, now they
you just have to deal with it. You're like, no.
You pick the wrong hero half the time. You just got to deal with it.
Yeah, if you're bad enough to click the wrong skill at level 1, like you deserve to lose the game, you know?
Yeah.
It's like one of those things that does not happen much. So all that praise, literally for nothing. Gremlo's content creator might just be playing for him instead this game.
That's possible.
Couple voice lines. Nightfall, how's he doing so far? Let's take a look. He's 10-0. Doing great on the Bloodseeker. Should be able to sustain this lane well. He's got pretty good armor. And laning up against, Dawnbreaker. Decent amount of damage, but yeah, as long as he can keep his HP mostly full, he should be okay. How's the rest going? A lot of chat wheel lines still.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on right now. We got a lot of chatting, you know, just saying Nightfall, best carry NA coming out of Gremlo. Hearing a lot of BSJ talk as well.
If we take a look at the mid lane, though, you'll notice that Razor is actually up in CS right now. He's 11-4.
Is he really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my.
Dumpstering. Absolutely dumpstering Abed.
Wow.
Forsaken Oracle. Playing maybe the best laning hero in Dota in the mid lane. And Invoker is queuing up a Helm of Iron Will. Very confused.
Everything about this game is a little confusing, you know?
I mean, let's theorycraft a bit. What is the purpose of this? Armlet Invoker, not good. Crimson Guard Invoker, not good. Nullifier Invoker, maybe.
Maybe?
Maybe.
Not really.
But probably not. Helm of the Dominator is probably the most likely of these. Or, like Gremlo, he misclicked. That's also the possibility.
That is awesome. I mean, I don't think that would be a misclick, but
I don't know. It's lots of different ways to style in your opponents, I suppose. And
That's
saying,
true.
I'm going to buy a bad item is one way to do it. I doubt he'll go through with it. If he does, I can't wait to see what he buys. I assume it'll be Helm of the Dominator, but do not know. I'm not seeing a lot of Awaken from the Dire team just yet, for some reason.
well, we did just get an Awaken from Forsaken Oracle over here.
I think that means go.
I believe so.
In Demonic. Which kind of makes sense, right? You're like waking up and starting your day. It makes sense why the word would have two meanings.
That's true. Very efficient, too, when you can use one word in place of two.
Exactly. Except for the
It's a
times
little
when
bit
it's
more
a
longer
life
to
or
write,
death situation. You know, then it's not so good to have a one word that means two things.
Yes.
And this is basically a life or death situation for Arkosh game. If they do not win against EG, I mean, this is basically the plan from the start was to get to Div 1 and to defeat EG and destroy the morale and therefore undercut a globalized brand. That it's very powerful, you know.
How sinister.
And so if they can just do it, it's going to be a great success. I don't know what happens after, but if they lose, I know what happens.
What happens if they lose?
Death, certain death.
Oh, God.
Yep.
Who's in charge of that? Aren't they already dead?
That's again a lore question. You're gonna have to send that to somebody
Okay, yeah,
else.
I will message Sarah Action Slacks and ask if they are already dead, or if they are undead, or if they are brought back to life. I am confused for sure. They did get a nice courier snipe though over on the top line to take out Arteeze's courier. Crow being a sneaky Crow. Oh, and we get our first blood as Crit goes and takes out Pale Horse there.
A big kill. I wonder if they would have been successful at keeping him alive if they had Inkswell. Because getting a kill is a little bit tough now. They basically have to land the Starbreaker for that to work well. A little trade here in the mid lane. Abed being pressured. Abed has purchased a different item. He's chosen to go for the Boots of Speed instead. Very interesting choice. We would generally say that's better, than other options. He's also
Then
a lot of
the-
Culling Blade.
Yes, then the Helm of Iron Will that we were both like looking at and very, very confused about. So
Culling Blade almost surely is to anticipate a profit gank that's going to come eventually. He could buy a Tango to cover himself a little bit as well, but this is just a little bit safer because he can use it throughout the game. Once he starts making his null talismans, he'll have a lot more slots. So just being safe with his item build. Continues to drain the mana from Forsaken Oracle.
Keep it PMA, keep it BSJ.
So what do you think we're going to see? So we have Pale Horse over on the Dawnbreaker here in this bottom lane. What build do you think we're going to see coming out from him?
Well, usually what you do is you start off with Winnie in the lane, and we haven't really seen that yet, unfortunately for them. Saw Gremlin move over, but a little bit late here. Shoots out the little spirit, but all it does is give crit 10 gold. So lane's going a bit iffy, and now they only have a level 1 Inkswell. So if he had gotten his Inkswell instead, better chance to get killed in the mid lane.
Yeah,
Forsaken
Oracle taking some harass here. Gremlo making his rotation, throws out the Stroke of Fate, and Crow also teleporting in. The whole gang's here. They don't want them to touch their Oracle.
Yeah, he definitely knew that was coming. That's why he got out with 20 HP. So he's going to be just fine. We're going to get a Sprout as well. JRX begins his teleport, and this is fine for both parties. The fact that Monkey did not complete his TP really helps out. If he did, that would have felt a lot worse for Arkosh. But either way, we're going to see JRX off the map for a bit, much like he's been out of the Dota game for a while.
I see what you did there.
Thank you.
Very clever.
And now Gremlo going for 2 points in Inkswell. It does seem quite clear that this was a mistake. He even asked Forsaken Oracle to teleport mid and give him mana. And oh man, look at the sentry range actually. Can we click on the sentry? It is so close to getting the ward. I don't know if they see it though. They don't. Okay, they do.
They do. They literally
so
turned
close.
around.
It was
Literally
so
turned
close.
around.
There's a little circle under the wards, and that if that's within the other circle, they're good to go. So a pixel perfect Gremlo sentry ward. Good for him.
How does Gremlo play? He doesn't have thumbs.
Yeah, that's another lore question. You're really just gonna have to field these.
Man, you're supposed to have all the answers, dude. You have like one job. One job. We have another pause. It's a beautiful look over here as they got the kill on Arteezy.
That's a big one. Great rotation there for Razor, which is, I guess he didn't get caught by this Observer Ward as he came in, but Arteezy probably just thought it was only Pangolier running through, and that's the obnoxious part, right? Like, if you just see Pangolier running through the jungle and you don't spot this other mid rotation, then that's a kill, because Nature's Prophet's going to teleport in. So, and now Gremlo going to try his hand against the King Abed in the mid lane, and so far he's doing great. 6-1 versus the 29-12. We're going to call that a win for Team Arkosh over here.
For sure. This guy doesn't have thumbs.
It's hard to play Dota without thumbs.
It really is.
Actually, not
Have
really.
you ever tried to play without thumbs?
You could get away with it. I couldn't grip my mouse as well.
Yeah, that would be very difficult. You'd be like grasping it all.
I mean, I
like
basically
weird.
wouldn't touch my space bar. I think I could definitely play without thumbs. It would just take me a little time to get used to it.
Well, I think you're going to have to do a stream where you play without your thumb, dude.
Fine, I'll do it. I can do it.
All right,
Arkosh
yeah.
can do it. I can do it.
I don't know. You're no Gremlo.
I wish I was.
I'm sorry.
Wish I was half the creature that Gremlo was.
I'm sorry that I brought it up. I know you're very sensitive about that.
So game's going fine. Unfortunately, Arkosh has lost their net worth lead, but with this tower kill there, again, winning the game. Let's get some cheers for Arkosh in the chat.
Get some awakens out there.
Maybe some awakens.
Yeah, yeah.
What's the opposite of awaken? A sleeping?
Yeah, resident sleeper, probably. A sleeping. A slurping.
Whoa. I hope I don't see any slurping in this game.
But yeah, EG putting some pressure down here in this bottom area. You can see Pale Horse just kind of hanging out by the tower. Just getting some items brought out. Just going to try to clear up the creep wave. Does have to be careful, though. Got to place a blood right. Silence over onto Pale Horse. They're using their own rights against them. It's a blood right. Oh, my God.
You know, I thought they were going to dive him the moment they found him there, but they're just a little scared knowing what can come.
JRX opening up with the Nightmare. Just gonna hold Pale Horse into place. Follow up with that Blood right. Top Silence.
Yeah,
Rupture coming in hot. Be able to go. Pin him off to the side. They throw a couple more trees out, though, trying to protect him. Follow up with a Tornado. Pale Horse eventually falling, but they'll get the kill on JRX. And Crow now chasing after this little squirrel. You know, crows do indeed eat squirrels, but he's not gonna be able to get his beak on him this time.
I think he actually killed himself by wanding himself. Because it gave him mana, and therefore he took more damage being mana drained. I'd have to check the numbers, but it seemed pretty low, or pretty close. So a bit unfortunate there. But he was being a little bit aggressive.
Abed wants his kill. He finds Gremlo.
Gremlo
Our
falls.
protagonist is dead.
The only player on Arkosh that we care about. The offlane, now 5-player Gremlo. Just tip the positive tip to Abed. He deserves that, man. That was a great,
Yeah, that was a good
great
Sunstrike.
shot. Yep.
That was a good Sunstrike. Knew exactly where he was. A little bit more harass here. No mana here for Forsaken Oracle. Is going to be forced to use those bottle charges that he has saved up.
It's so expensive. Every time he gets EMP'd like that, that means his ability to dive is just not there because he can't cast all 3 of his spells. Monkey's trying to slow down this tower push so that they can keep their gold advantage if possible, but it's hard. But the pressure does come. Nightfall still here. He's making his way towards an Atos. Monkey in position to run, but Jarex once again is going to set up for this, and they're going to guarantee a silence. This looks bad for Monkey.
This does not look good for him at all.
They spent so much time trying to slow this down, but and they have slowed it down a little bit because they've spent all this time getting like hero kills, but they're not quite taking the tower yet. But I guess it's fine if their overall net worth is also collecting well.
Gremlo finding a Invis rune here in the top area. It's just babysitting it, so that way Forsaken Oracle can pick it up.
We'll see how well EG plays into the map now. They've got great wards down, so they're ready to swing in towards the mid lane. Pango's not 6 yet. In fact, they're going to even put another ward down to help protect and cover the mid lane. So if they can get a good rotation here, this would be great for them. But with that said, if their mid-tier 1 tower dies, and it's being pressured right now by Monkey, backdooring with trees, then all they have to do is ideally push out this creep wave, and it's going to go really far. It's going to take a lot longer for EG actually to pressure the tower. So despite them being a little bit behind in net worth, they're doing okay for now. But obviously Razor's going to fall off a little bit unless he gets a solo kill on Arteezy here. And Arteezy actually does not have Sunder.
He's waiting for the teammate to come into play. He's got very good vision. Crow going for the Rolling Thunder. They see Jarex. They'll follow up with that global presence of Pale Horse. And he'll get the kill on Arteezy. Jarex now running for his life is going to get bumped along the way. Forsaken Oracle finding the kill. The break getting applied over to Oracle. He will fall for this as the Phantom nibbles away on crits. They will get yet another kill on the side of Arkosh. Oh, but they're not done yet. Pale Horse, he's ruptured. He's ticking down to some of that damage, but it's not quite enough, is it? No, he's still alive. Abed turning back. He wants to go. They want this kill on Pale Horse. They do eventually find it.
That looks rough to play for Arteezy there. Literally nothing he could do, basically. Just gets jumped on by every single ultimate from the enemy team, and he gets killed. So that's going to bring his net worth down to about the same as Forsaken Oracle, not to mention Monkey here. And that's the strat, basically. It's all global stuff. You get like 1 or 2 heroes in on the Arkosh team, and they bring 2 more straight from Hell Purgatory.
It feels very strange to see them playing a hero like Dawnbreaker, though. Like, this is a very luminescent, bright, like, divine presence almost, so it feels almost wrong.
There's always some, like,
Ooh!
corruption of good things.
There's a little cheeky steal there.
He's still
Crow
8.
jumps forward, silence. That's a dead Arteezy. Nightfall joining back in. They're going to chase after him a little bit, but they do, of course, have the Tornado on the back end, so they should be able to get the kill on Gremlo, and they're still going.
Rupture in 4.
They're thinking about chasing after Oracle. He's a speedy boy, but if he can't run because he's ruptured, makes things a little harder. Rolling Thunder, though. Crow considering it. Rolling forward, sees himself Abed and Nightfall going to try to protect Forsaken Oracle. Can they get the kill over onto Abed? This doesn't look like it's going to be the... Oh, this is not looking good for Razor as he goes too far. They punish him for his greed, but they'll get the kill on Abed. The jump in, though, here from Monkey. It's going to be more clicks over onto Nightfall, but looks like they have to be careful. Crits here. He's got a double damage. Crow, he's the one being hunted by the tiny little forest creature. This is looking like a dead Crow.
Yeah, if no Thirst there's a chance he gets away, but... Got an Atos and a Silence here against Monkey. He could TP after this, and he's probably fine, but no, the stun is going to come.
They follow up, though. There's a Solar Guardian jumping right back in again. They get the stun off, get the Soul Bind. That's a dead Nightfall. And now Crit's going to be next on the hit list as they patiently wait to chase after. They're going to just cut down the whole forest while they're at it.
Dude, he almost survived with that 1 point in Scurry. That's evasion 8%. I saw him get a couple dodges there, but what a great turn by Arkosh. It looked like that was the end for Razor, but at the perfect time there, Crow rolls through, creates some space, and they get all these extra kills. They're not doing bad. They're going even with EG right now, which makes sense because we expected Arkosh to win TI
this
next year.
Yeah, absolutely. So. Did you ever doubt them?
No, not once. Except for every other time before this one. But now I believe.
Now we're true believers, you know?
That's the truth.
He's going to get a tattoo of Crow on himself because he believes so much. I heard him tell me this earlier.
Who, the content creator?
No, you.
For Crow? Oh, me. Oh. Yeah. That sounds like me, all right.
I know, you're such a big fan.
Yeah, I am. True
Big
fan.
stack over here.
The Orchid's ready to go, by the way. This is going to be a great timing. If they continue to pressure Terrorblade, having Sunder doesn't matter anymore because it's going to be a while till he gets a Dispel. They'll have Nightmare to protect him, but that's basically it. So if they can get on top of him with some damage and get a silence in there, somebody is going to die.
Nightfall walking right into the gank here. To get the silence, they have the Inkswell, and he's just going to be very, very dead.
Doing a great job. That's a great kill. High net worth hero. They're sitting even right now. This is the part where all the Arkosh fans get hope. It's a great moment because it builds you up, you know, it makes the game more intense. And then when things happen later, it's going to feel even worse, which is great for the match,
it's a
right?
roller coaster of emotion, you know? You get very invested.
There's no doubt in my mind that Arkosh is overperforming right now. Like, all honesty, that is happening. We're seeing it with our eyes. Their combos are nice. They're fighting together. They're getting kills. They're even. They're winning the game. They have way more net worth than EG right now, and they've got one extra kill. So basically, once again, the game is over.
Arteezy walking right into Forsaken Oracle. Does have to be careful, though. The rest of EG very close nearby.
He's worried about getting caught for now, but once his players swing on in, it's going to be okay.
Does have the Sunder point picked up. There it is, the Rolling Thunder with that Inkswell. Solar Guardian smacking on it, and that's just allowed a big hammering going around.
You know, I think he saw the Observer Ward with his hero, but I don't know if he clicked that or not, but it was very fresh. Maybe he could have used that to figure out that there was a chance he gets ganked there, because that's the scary, again, it's the scary thing. There's one hero near him, and then 3 come every single time. It's actually so hard for Arteezy to play if they go to where he's playing the match. They just global in and kill him. And now with him being dead, there's like no way EG can defend for a moment. They glyph the catapults. Well, they may just get this damn tier 2 tower. Like, this is an abnormal advantage. That's
all
1K.
according to the plan.
It's the most gold they've ever had.
They're making some moves, though, towards this middle lane.
Incredible. Now they're going to take the shrine. Now they're going to be at a gold disadvantage. Look who's in the front. It's Pale Horse. Best carry NA.
Do you know that he's a big fan of My Little Pony, and he actually has like a whole collection of like beads and ribbons that he likes to put in his name?
You know, you don't need to consult the lore to know that that's probably just true. That sounds exactly like
That's
him.
how he like soothes himself before like matches and things. Is he takes some time, braids his mane, puts a couple beads in there. You know, they're all satanic looking, of course. There's a couple with like some little bows.
Oh, okay.
You know, man likes what he likes.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's what he likes. That's totally cool. And Pale Horse will continue to play the unsafe part of the map, more or less, because he's very difficult to gank right now. And he's queuing up a Radiance next. Very common build that we saw at TI when Dawnbreaker Core was played. It wasn't the most popular thing, but it can be effective. That way he just stands near his opponents and gets some damage. The downside, though, is he's playing against a TB. He's going to be reflected, so it's going to put Radiance on his teammates later on. So that part kind of sucks. But in the same vein, if he gets reflected and somebody gets Nightmare, they're going to get woken up by the Radiance. So that's kind of cool, too.
Almost like they're getting awakened.
This is a plan all about waking up. You're exactly right.
I know.
All
Some play, though, over into the Radiant jungle coming out from EG. Looks like they're trying to put a little bit of vision down. They'll find themselves, though, immediately. But again, this global presence coming in, gets the heal off. Is it enough to keep Crowd? No, he keeps moving a little bit. He will fall. Now Abed running for his life. Forsaken Oracle. Everybody's just going in random directions here on the side of Arkosh. They've got different ideas of what they want to do.
Nicely done with the grip. You just got to grab people like right away. It's so important because if you're able to grip people, then they don't get their reflection or their spells off as fast. Buys time for Bloodseeker to get silence off, and that's the teamfight hero that they want to lock down really. Rolling Boulder, once it starts, obviously they have Rupture to counter it, and you can grip it too, so I guess they have a few counters, but it's safe to say that Crow's been the problem hero so far.
Nightfall gets the Atos off over onto Pale Horse, but the rest of the team is going to be here very, very shortly. Gremlo, he's got to be careful. He's sitting a little bit low.
But this is also just like a good moment. Like, show your TP, make them think that a bunch are coming, and then you get to react.
It's one TP.
Yeah, it doesn't cost you that much, and it gets to protect him. But one is enough because it shows intent that the enemy team might be coming, you know?
True. Pale Horse, though, taking a lot of damage. Crow going forward, has that ink swell. Gremmel's taking a lot of fire damage over on the back lines here. Jarek's looking for the opening. Can they get the kill? It's just barely missing off as a follow. With the soul bind, can they keep Pale Horse alive long enough? They'll get the kill, but eventually he will fall. And they're gonna back off.
Not great. Great dodge by Gremlo. He learned this time. He dodges the Sunstrike. Good for him.
Oh, again, the Atos coming into play with the EMP Tornado. They'll use the Bushwhack, tie him up over to the trees, but Crow, he's here.
Oh, that was so cool.
Get them to run away a little bit. That Wrath of Nature doing a lot of damage. Crit setting a bit low.
That was so cool what Crow did. He blinked in, he used Shield Crash, he gets 54% damage reduction, and then he eats the Hoodwink ulti to the face. But it only does half damage, and he protects Forsaken Oracle as a result. Like, that was a very good move. I love watching Pangos do that these days. Like when they jump in and shield crash like 5 heroes and just take a bunch of damage, but they do it to like buy time or try to force their opponents to use spells on them. It's really fun to watch. Jarek's looking for a setup here. Almost gets the grip on Monkey there, but he scouts him out. That was very close. With that said, though, they couldn't really teleport because the shrine is dead, so maybe nothing was going to happen, but... And still going to be a bit until we get a Manta on Terrorblade, so he's still pretty vulnerable to ganks, and this could be a moment where he gets punished.
Oh, Monkey going back in, I hear. There it is, the roll forward. They're diving pretty far into the space.
That is, you know, it's not the best team fight I've ever seen, but I see what was expected to happen. They're like, look, maybe Arteezy, one of the best players in North America, will just forget to Quelling Blade the Sprout. And if he does, they got a kill.
Yes, it definitely...
it could have happened.
It definitely
there was a chance.
Going differently in their heads, for sure. But they forgot that, you know, it is Arteezy. It is one of the best NA players. Some argue the best. Bushwhack getting into place, though. Crow has been a thorn in their side, but he manages to sidestep, wait, just in time with that swashbuckle, and avoid getting hit with the tornado.
I can't believe he got out of that. Great dodge from the tornado.
I can't. He's Crow, dude.
It's true. Slowing down the push now a little bit, too, but it will certainly die. If anybody gets ruptured here.
Well, they find themselves a Forsaken Oracle. He's got that Yules, though. Be able to protect himself from that Sunstrike.
Good Yules. Arkosh Gaming currently winning the game, by the way. 2K up. Incredible.
Wonderful. Now, when you cheer Awaken, do you do like a deep guttural sound, or are you more of like excited? Is that how you cheer? That's wonderful. That was great. Oh. No, I wasn't sure because I'm like trying to figure out, do we yell Awaken or is it like Awaken?
Yeah, I think everybody in Twitch chat is whispering Awaken.
Awaken.
The first one maybe can be soft, but not.
Like it's louder, like
have to
escalating
get louder,
on.
yeah.
Okay, all right. Until you get to Slack's level of just screaming.
Yes.
Awaken.
Yes. Peak those mics.
Wonderful.
All right, we got a smoke coming for Arkosh now. Going to cross the map. Would love to have that regen. But let's see. Ooh, oh, the Forge Spear got blocked a little bit, but I don't think they realize.
I don't think they realize either. Crow on the run. Pale Horse getting into position on the top lane. Crit has shown himself, but...
looking for a grab. They're going to find Crit.
Get the silence off. It's already scurried out, though.
No rend damage, unfortunately.
Immediately dewarding here, too.
This is the way to play it, though. They just control this part of the map, cut the mid wave, farm the top wave. The downside is that these illusions just go push so effectively.
Well, Li-Ji wants to get them out of their jungle. They'll find themselves Crow again.
Oh, no.
This is their big target that they want, so they'll get rid of Crow very quickly. Got the Soul Bind off, but there's nothing to follow up. And they get the Fiend's Grip over onto the Razor. Oh, he's just melted. And he's been exercised.
It doesn't get much worse than that, boys. Yeah, the Disable once again comes on the teamfight hero, the Pango. And if it's just a Grimstroke versus 3 heroes, you're going to have a really bad time. And then they just Nightmare into Grip to the Razor, so Razor gets no response. He had a BKB, didn't even get to use it.
I mean...
It's a good choice.
It could have been way worse, right? It could have gotten... He would have popped the BKB and then gotten Fiend's Grip and then just been, you know, even more shamed.
Yeah, it's. I mean, he was not going to live that one. Assuming unless he like BKBs and survives.
Pale Horse trying to make some cheeky moves here.
If he can like BKB and get out in the first place and just not die, then it could be okay. But everything other than that, like, he wasn't going to win a fight there. His teammates were screwed. Like, the Atos onto the Pango basically ruins things, and until he gets Shard, he does have it now, it looks like. Now that he's got Shard, he's got some options. I don't know if he just bought it, but he should be able to roll up during Root, I believe. It's going to be a fight.
They want Nightfall. Again, that's roll forward here. There's the BKB, but they have plenty of damage, so that's a dead Nightfall.
Nice. I didn't think they were going to get that one, but great pickup.
I never had a doubt.
It was the broom handle, really, that plus 14 damage on a Nature's Prophet. I mean, he's basically holding a broom anyways. Looks like it.
He does kind of look like a broom.
It should do more damage on Nature's Prophet, dude.
He's a very tidy prophet. One might say the better prophet than the Forsaken Oracle.
That's true.
Those are some big trees, dude.
They are. It's time. EG about to get raxed here. Radiance is on. That's
They get
burning
the
up.
Nightmare off on Forsaken Oracle. They'll back off. They get the tower. Pale Horse whacking away over here at this Rax.
Dude, they're killing this range barracks.
They are indeed. Tornado does connect over onto Forsaken Oracle.
Can they get the melee, though? Yeah.
Oh, they're trying to get Jerax here. Get
Oh.
the disarm. Can they get up? Oh, the Soulbind holding him to place just long enough. And they're looking to finish up a little bit more here. Do have to be careful. BKB gets popped on Oracle. He does have that Inkswell, but he doesn't look like he wants to hard commit on it.
Oh my
God.
God. Yo, he was fine, and then all of a sudden he just got shot with Sharpshooter, and it was a bad time after.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And now the chase. As Arkosh runs for the light, BKBs are down. They got to be very careful here. I would even Sprout, yeah. Don't let him chase. It's way too scary. So they reset. They get some gold advantage from the range barracks in the tower, but it's still about even. Because this whole time, Arteezy's been farming super efficiently on the map.
Yeah, he he got ganked several times early on, but he's really, found where he needs to be. And in fact, we're going to go and see a kill here as Monkey gets hunted by EG. Is that illegal? Are monkeys? Are you allowed to hunt monkeys? I don't think
Depends
you
on
are.
the monkey. If he's in season, which it is.
Is it monkey season?
Tour is in season.
Oh my god, I didn't realize that. Yule's coming into play though for Forsaken Oracle, but they waited just long enough so they can go and land that Chaos Meteor. They'll land themselves a Tornado, cancel out the teleport, and put him back in the grave.
And now across the map to push some advantage. Now that they've got 2 dead heroes, they get to take some objectives of their own finally. Very much needed here. BKB's ready to go.
Ooh, they're going right past it. They have their eyes on Gremlo. Gremlo, you can't even get your Inkswell off. He's just cut down too fast.
That was a lot of damage, but yeah, Alacrity, right-click stuff, and Jerax really making his hero shine right now. Gets the Nightmare off on some important heroes. That sets up some kills. He's going to go for another one. No, sorry, it's Crit looking to catch Pale Horse while they split push here. They know they're not going to react, so... Oh, the stun.
The tree, the betrayal of the tree on the Nature's Prophet, the Ice Path. Another click should do the trick as they'll take down Monkey, and Pale Horse now is going to try to Solar Guardian out. He's not going to be able to. Beautifully done here by Abed.
Ooh, everybody's just dying here. Did they get the barracks at least? They did.
Yeah, they need to probably go deal with some of these trees.
It's a start.
Nightfall finding himself an errant crow. Crow just going to click back again, roll back and forth a little bit. Has to be careful though, just casually moving and will eventually rupture to death, as one does when they are in this situation. Gremlo, he's caught out by a lot of EG players, and he is dead.
Now they're just being picked off all over the place. The last 3 minutes have just been Arkosh just getting beat by EG superior ganks. Been doing a great job getting these pickoffs on the map and surgically taking away any advantage that Arkosh might have. With that said, though, they're still only up by 4K. They have been 1 rack, so it's going to make it a lot easier for Arkosh not to have to play on that side of the map. It also helps that Monkey's still quite farmed this game. He's at 14K net worth. He's not just like throwing his body at the tower. He's throwing effective creeps, and he's still retaining good net worth. And it's going to take a lot of EG resources to deal with this split push at this point, on top of also having to worry about all of the regular lane pressure that's coming. But Terrorblade is great against these situations. You just send an illusion to a very dangerous part of the map. He clears a creep wave, maybe 2, and that should make things a lot easier.
Look at the movement though. They see Abed. They want his blood. So move down to the bottom here. Jerax waiting patiently though. Needs some backup, and
Really?
he went for the Fiend's Grip, and they're just gonna cancel it out. And What is Bane? He is a Nightmare Elemental? What is he?
He was hoping for Sunstrike right there is what it was.
Yeah.
I was a little confused what he was going for there, but yeah, he was hoping for Cataclysm. I don't know if Abed was on cooldown or... I saw him cue Sunstrike just after, a little bit after Jarex's death, but he might have been on cooldown a bit because he used Cataclysm to kill the Dawnbreaker earlier top lane. So it was probably still on cooldown there is the issue. Is my guess. But good play otherwise. Jarex, even despite playing a slightly new role, he's doing some creative stuff. He's playing confidently. Maybe it's not always perfectly working out, but he clearly has confidence that he's trying something that he thinks is good.
His team usually is backing him up whenever those things happen too.
Yeah,
Just happened to
exactly.
be,
That was the rare,
case.
the rare one case. Yeah, exactly. All right, Dawnbreaker going for a shard now.
You've got the Ag
Anything else?
Scepter picked up for the Bloodseeker as well.
That's really good.
That's going to have a lot of charges there.
It's very good against Razor, and it's very good against Pangolier as well. Both heroes want to move a lot, so rupturing them is going to be excellent for them. Pango's queuing up a Yule Scepter, which will give some protection against Rupture, but not the best. You can buy some time, but dodge the silence before you roll. But if you're rolling and you get Ruptured, you're going to have a bad time. But with that tier 2 now dying, there's even easier ways to pressure now for Arkosh, because now all they basically need to do, that's going to open up the bot set of racks. They just need to push in top or any other lane, and then they can go backdoor this tower. So even though EG is going to want to go high ground and try to end this game, it might take time.
I really wish we could see the player cams right now. I'd like to just see the frustration coming out from the side of EG as they have to deal constantly with Monkey just showing up and being a rat. Monkey rat, I believe, is the official term. And then, of course, seeing the beautiful faces of Arkosh Gaming as Forsaken Oracle, again, gets ruptured. They got a second charge on there. You also come into play, though, as they go for Cataclysm. And not quite enough damage to take down Forsaken Oracle, but they will be able to take down Pale Horse. And look at this Bloodseeker. He is a fast boy, but he is leashed up to his Arteezy. Grumblo cannot get there fast. Beautiful sharpshooter over onto Monkey. They're going to hold him into place, too. Follow up, though. All the buybacks coming out from Arkosh. They are awakening right here, right now. As they're going back in. Crow, though, will fall. It is a dieback. They want Arteezy. Can they do it in time, though? That break, the shove away. Forsaken Oracle. He wants this kill. He's going to be able to take out Arteezy, but he is stunned up over on the side. He has to be so careful. And he does not die back as well.
A little goofy there by Forsaken Oracle. The better plan is to not BKB at that point. I thought he might go for it because his Rupture was almost done, and it looked like he might be able to keep himself alive, but it just probably would have been better for him to buy back and then run in with BKB active. But either way, it still worked out in the end.
Hello, little squirrel.
Okay.
Where are you going?
That's going to help, but they still gave up a huge amount of gold. That was still like a 3.5k gold lead that goes to EG because the Awakeners awakened so much at the same time. Back from the dead. So if they die now, it's going to be rough. But hey, if they get map control out of this, if they get some tower pressure, this could change things up a bit. Especially if they can turn it into one more kill. That would be really good.
Just one more kill.
They just need more space. I mean, Roche is up relatively soon. Their opponents will be awake then, but any pickoffs would be big.
Arteezy going to be respawning in about 6 seconds. They're going to have to figure out what their plan is on the side of Arkosh, because right now they're very separated. Granted, you will see Monkey be moving around quite a bit, and they do have a global presence, so if needed, they can show up in a pinch. But they'll have to time it exactly right. As Nightfall getting sapped here, goes to the BKB Crow, a little bit off the mark. Is ruptured. It's going to be held into place. Forsaken Oracle is just walking real far. He is ruptured. He's going to be careful because they have the Fiend's Grip. Solar Guard coming in hot, though. Will be able to land. Pale Horse, he's in. Can they finish off, though? It looks like they're not going to be able to quite get either one of them. As they do eventually take down Jerax. Arteezy's left alone. Forsaken Oracle, though, is going to get thrown up into the air.
Oh,
they get
lived.
Arteezy, though, and they'll murder Forsaken Oracle for going way too deep.
That shit actually
Ooh,
worked,
the bounce
though.
over onto Crow. Still have that Vessel on him. He's going to hop up to the high ground. They still have the vision, though. They get the kill. Pale Horse. He's been marked up. Crit throwing out again. They have the... Oh, my God, Abed.
That's how they kill him.
Murders him.
That's how they kill the guy with way too much HP. You just give him the Cataclysm with the Disable.
And it's that easy.
I would say this is okay for Arkosh, though, because they again killed Terrorblade. Terrorblade's dead for 36. And they did it at the time that Arteezy was dead, which is important, because if they just lose a fight there, the game ends, right?
Right.
It still very likely could be an Aegis and a Shard that goes to EG, but because Dawnbreaker's dead for 80 seconds, but they're in a not the worst. I really thought they'd be in a weaker place at the moment, but it's going not terrible. Trying to build a refresher orb on Dawnbreaker. Actually, he wants 2 BKBs and 2 ultimates. Even like double Starbreaker could be really incredible, honestly. And yeah, they're just keeping an eye on Roche right now. That's all they're worried about. Still no diebacks on the EG side, or buybacks, I don't think.
They're going to walk into this pit. They've got a double damage over on Abed. They'll get a little bit of vision. They drop a sentry ward on the side of EG. They are split up a bit. Arteezy now getting into the pit. Nightfall standing on the outside. Let's throw out a casual tornado. They do have some spirits, the forward spirits. Taking a look. Gremlo needs to be careful. It's creeping forward here. They do have the sentry. Get a little too close.
Uh-oh.
He's gonna walk. Oh, spider legs though. Oh, he is gonna get just absolutely blown up. And they're gonna go walk right back into the pit here.
I have no idea what Gremlo is trying to accomplish there. If his team is... I mean, hypothetically, they could, like... If Crow was in the area, he could, like, scout a little bit, and then when Dawnbreaker's up, they jump in. Maybe he's trying to slow it up, slow him down enough until Dawnbreaker is alive. That way they could fight. But it's still pretty dangerous because his only survivability item is a magic wand and a spider leg. So, like, he was... Any disable and this guy dies. So it's kind of a rough one there.
I'm going to blame it on the fact he has no thumbs.
That's fair.
Do you have the Ag Shard picked up on the Invoker now? So we've got the... Oh, we have the Boomerang too. Oh, Lord. How are they going to deal with this monkey, though? Oh. Although I know how they're going to deal with Forsaken Oracle, as he's going to try to BKB TP out, and he just barely makes it out in time.
And that's nice. He ulted in the fountain as well. He knew what was coming. He knew there'd be a Sunstrike in there.
I hear he's got extensive history with the Yule Scepter as well.
Kyle on the content team does, yes.
Oh, that's right.
Not Forsaken.
Not Oracle.
Yeah. And
They
now
both
Tower
get things
Siege.
wrong. Very similar. Meta gets popped. They're cutting into the space. They've got these illusions just moving around so that they have good vision. Gremlo trying to push them off using the Stroke of Fate there. Another silence. Just gonna try to hope for some lucky shot procs. Look at the damage though. Forsaken Oracle, he can't go very close to them.
They can slow him down a little bit now. Like, now that meta's down, that's all they get is a tower. And a little bit of range barracks damage. Not terrible for them. Tier 3 on the bot lane is only about half damage, so we're not really seeing any major rat stuff happening just yet. Part of the issue right now is that with this full set of Rex being dead top, and the bot lane constantly being pushed in, there's not very many choices where to rat. It's basically just the bot tower, especially because this tier 2 in the mid lane is still up. So they can't like pick lanes and split up EG quite as much. But number one, most important thing is keep your heroes alive. That way you can potentially contest the map. If they keep having deaths, it's costing them a lot in terms of their ability to take fights.
Smoke play coming out from the side of Arkosh. Perhaps hoping to get a pick off so they can take out that final middle tower here to get into the base, open it up a little bit more for Monkey. But EG, they know exactly what they want to do. They're playing in this mid lane, and they're making sure that this is kept pushed out. They don't want to have to deal with that. Forsaken Oracle, though, looking to wrap. Abed, standing by the tower. Crow, considering, trying to find the right angle.
They have some vision, just...
Oracle.
Oh no, they're running
forward.
Pale
They
Horse.
found Pale Horse, though. BKB comes out. This is a fight that they still want to take is the question. As Oracle, again, he is forced to BKB and just teleport away. They'll get the kill on Jerax. Marked up, though, over here on Pale Horse. Let's go and just refresh again. Monkey clicking away over here at Arteezy. He's not looking too great here as they'll lose Gremlo. And they will end up losing Monkey because they have the dust pinning over to the tree. Crow is the next to fall. And Pale Horse...
That was
riding away.
just perfectly done by EG. They utilized this observer ward that was in the tri-camp area. They spotted where Dawnbreaker is, and it's the typical standard thing when you're playing against a Spectre or a Dawnbreaker. What you do is you go for the guy that's supposed to globally TP because you know his allies aren't there. He's going to be by himself. The rest of the team is somewhere else. You don't fight into the team, you fight into the solo guy. And just by running at him like this, they forced Dawnbreaker's BKB. He eventually dropped an ulti, but Forsaken Oracle felt the need to BKB TP. He knew this was a bad fight. But then they got full ruptured, and then you're going to get some pickoffs on the way through. So let's see if they can defend here. It's going to be at least 2 racks.
Do you have a refresher orb completed now for Abed? Double the chaos, double the fun. And Forsaken Oracle is trying to find an opening. Go drop that tree. They lose the tower. Arteezy hoping someone gets a little close enough because he'd love to be able to make that Sunder play, get his health right back up again. But of course, probably after this Aegis gets popped. But they're not looking like they're going to be able to even pop the Aegis right now.
It's hard if they try to engage on him and he's not stunned, he just Sunders or BKB Sunders. So they just got to try to poke him from range and see if they can get away with that. Oh.
Oh dear. Ooh, that is... I bet he didn't see that one coming.
That's Jerax with the Force Staff, forcing him forward. Yeah, that was all Jerax. Using this insane cast range that he's got. He forces him forward, gets the disable off, and now he's got a buyback. All right, this is their last hurrah.
Their last hurrah indeed. Forsaken Oracle just continuing to try to clear these creep waves. Rest of EG though, they're being patient. They're waiting for someone to make a misstep.
Yeah, they're just going to be really careful. Age is about to run out, so no reason to keep pushing if you don't have meta. You're not going to be able to pressure the tower anyways very safely. So we'll just wait. They'll wait at least until they get meta back up. Then they'll probably smoke, buy the items that they currently have, and then go take a fight with that. They're going to backdoor the bot tier 3 a little bit, so it's going to take a little bit of tower damage, but still a long ways to go for them to get stuff done. And once again, the tier 2 mid is just making it hard.
They find themselves a squirrel though. Crit jumping forward does have that silence on him. They turn back around. They still manage to take down Crit. Gremlo and Crow falling though. Crit buying back. Pale Horse taking so much damage here. He's trying to get away, trying to Solar Guard. He will jump back in, but he just immediately dies Abed. This Monkey just continues to farm up over here on the side. He knows that he can't get over there at this point. He's not going to be able to do much. Gremlo saying it's all up.
It was pretty close. Like, I mean, they were winning often.
They were. Oh, the jump forward here from Crow, but immediately nightmared. Held into place. Atos coming into. Gremlo is not looking too healthy. Crow, he's got the roll up, but they already lost Gremlo. And this is looking like they're going to end up losing Crow as well.
Oh, he's feeding his courier.
Oh, okay.
It's one way to win.
Yeah, you know, he was hoping for the bait and switch, right? And there it is. There's the GG.
The infighting has already begun. Their first match of Division 1 DPC. Not only did they lose